What is life like as a professional singer?
Life as a professional singer, there's so many different sides to it. I live on the road pretty much all the time, and if I'm not on the road, then I'm in the studio. Especially these days with the everything like Facebook and the internet and iTunes and stuff like that. Back in years ago when I was a kid, somebody would release an album, they would promote it for like a year or two, and then they start working on a new album. But now these days, people's attention span is a lot shorter. So when you release an album, people listen to it and then they're like, okay, when's your next album? And it's like, so these days we as artists, we have to work a lot more. So and we have to push out product a lot faster. I'm always on the road. I'm always in a van, in a bus, in a plane, in a hotel room. It's not always as glamorous as people think it is. Sometimes it's changing your clothes, driving a car, cruising down the highway. I do that a lot. I actually did that today. And different things like that. And sometimes I look back, and for me, so much of my life in the past 8 years has been out of the window, looking out the window of a tour bus. And it's some of it is a blur. A lot of it is a blur. I try to remember as much of it as I can, but sometimes it happens so fast. Sometimes I'll have 5 appearances in one day, several interviews in one day, and then I have sound check, and then I have a show. And then sometimes people will say to me, hey, do you remember when you came and did a show at this city or this town or whatever? And I'll be like, no, I don't. I really don't. I wish I could remember every town I've been to. And usually, and my dad and my brother actually used to be my bus drivers for about 8 years. And sometimes my dad will be like, hey, do you remember when we went to such and such town? And I'll be like, no. What venue was it? And he'll describe the place we played at. And I'll be like, oh, what did the dressing room look like? And then he'll describe the dressing room, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I remember. Because most times when I visit cities, I don't even have time to check out the towns I'm at, because I have to go to the radio, I have to go do TV, I have to do I have to do appearances, meeting all the sponsors for the show. And then sometimes when I've toured all over America, and to be honest, most of what I've seen of America is airports, hotels, and the dressing room at all the concert venues that I've been playing at. So, but at the same time, it's also really exciting. I get to check out a lot of cool shows. I've played at every major music festival in America and in Canada, and I meet a lot of great people. And for me, it doesn't matter if I don't remember the rest, because my favorite part is being on stage and having fun with the people out in the audience. So it's a little bit of everything.